What's up,
Hi.
everyone? Hit that
Everybody,
What's
share
up?
button.
that share, hit that share.
Hit that share. Happy New Year. Happy New Year,
Happy
everyone.
New Year.
Happy New Year.
Hit that
I can't
share
believe
button,
it.
everyone. Hit that share button.
I can't believe it's
Yes.
2021. Isn't that
2021, family.
2021.
a
Hit that
year
share button,
of
family.
big
Hit that
things?
share button. Hit that share button, everyone. We are
Hey,
back. It is.
Phyllis.
Hey, Phyllis.
Hey, Trey. Hi, Rena.
Happy New Year. Hi, Riley. Happy New
Hi,
Year.
Riley. Happy New Year. Hit that share button, everyone. Tag some folks. We are back. It is the
We
first
are
week of the
back.
month, first week of the new
Yeah.
year. Hit that share button.
That went by fast. Hey,
It went by
I
so
mean,
fast. Tag some folks.
crazy.
Happy New Year. Yeah, that went by so fast. Man, I don't know, guys. I cannot believe it.
Yes, we are here on our new set.
A new set.
Yes.
Nice.
Ooh, that's a nice table, isn't it?
Listen,
Yeah.
it's beautiful. Just our kind of thing. What's up, Trey Boogie?
Mm.
Oh, here we go.
All that
Candace,
white.
I'm loving
You
them.
can't
I'm
have
loving
that.
those glasses, Candace. Where you get
So
that?
cute.
Oh, thank you. They're Quay. You know that brand Quay?
I think I
Quay.
know Quay.
You know who's done some glasses for them? I think they've used like J Lo,
Yes.
a couple of other people, but they're a really good brand. I like them. They're cute.
I think I know
They
who
do
you're
like
talking about.
really funky like sunglasses. Nikki, you would love them. I have to show
Yeah.
you a couple of that I got. And you
Yeah,
know what?
you gotta-
Very reasonably priced. Very reasonably
Okay.
priced. Love my little
We gotta,
Quays.
we gotta talk because you know me and you, we like to
Yes.
shop.
Listen,
I'm on.
y'all love to shop. Listen, everybody, hit that share button. Have you guys shared yet? Did
Hit that
everybody
share
share?
button.
Oh yes, I did. I shared
Okay.
it before.
Tag
I
some
shared it
folks.
already.
Tag some folks.
You know I shared it
I
already.
shared.
Tag some folks.
Trey
Hey,
said, "I
folks.
keep forgetting you guys can't hear me. I'm over here saying, hey." We're gonna have to get Trey on. We got to get
We
her
gotta
on.
get you on.
Get Trey on
We
here.
can actually hear
Yes,
her.
sis, we gotta get you on.
Guys,
That's
hit
so
that
funny.
share button. Hit that share button.
Hmm.
I'm tagging some folks.
You tagging some
I'm
folks?
tagging some folks.
Tag them. Yes.
We're not getting
I
started till you
should.
guys hit that share button.
Yes,
share,
I need to
hit
tag
share.
a couple of people. Let's see. I don't know why it never lets me tag. It's like, all of a sudden it's like,
Well, I can't tag because I'm on YouTube.
Oh, well, go to
I don't
Facebook and tag.
understand.
Who's on YouTube?
I don't understand why, like mine's, I struggle with this. Like, I gotta figure it out. But anywho,
Yes, family. I'm so happy to be back. I'm just getting my tag on.
yes.
I'm just
So
getting my
while you're
tag on.
tagging, how's everybody been doing?
Oh,
everyone's
I
New Year
am
going?
well.
Yes.
Janelle is on. Hey,
Hi,
Janelle.
Janelle.
Hey, Chanel.
Hey,
Oh my
Chanel.
gosh.
My cousin
Tanika.
Connie's on. Hey, Connie.
How you doing, everyone?
Hey.
Happy New Year.
Wow. That's the Brooklyn folks. That's our Brooklyn peeps. Oh, a lot of our Brooklyn peeps
Yeah.
on here. Hey.
Yes, yes, yes.
So while
Okay.
we're tagging, what do we want to ask everyone to talk about for 2021 or 2020? Or are we going to say describe it in one word? What it was?
Yes, give
what it
us
was
one
for
word
you,
for 2020.
Or what do you? Or maybe something inspirational for 2021. What would you like to see happen in 2021?
All
in
right, I
one
like
word?
that. Declare some stuff.
Yeah, declare some stuff.
Well, I would
Family.
like us to
Yeah.
go back to as normal as possible, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I miss
Mhm.
going to I miss going to you guys' home,
Ah.
but I miss just popping up at people's homes. You know, traveling to Brooklyn to visit my family, and Just traveling. I just can't wait to get.
Travel. So is that the word that comes for you? What's one word that comes for everybody? Travel.
Travel.
So is it travel for you?
I think I want some
How about
freedom.
Jackie? Jackie said freedom. Okay.
Well,
what
Jackie
do you
hasn't
think
left
about
the
that
house.
I don't leave the house. Only
Jackie got her own. Jackie got herself in shackles.
Jackie does
Listen,
not leave.
Jackie,
I
how
put
you
myself-
imprisoning your own self.
take the
put
shackles
herself
off
in
my
timeout.
feet so I can dance.
Jackie, you done shackled yourself, girl, and you got the key.
Okay. Why? Because I'm not playing out there. I'm not interested. I don't want no pots. Okay? No
You're
pots.
not interested.
Do you hear? Speaking of keeping yourself isolated in this time, did you hear that Shaun T has been tested positive?
Who's Shaun T?
Not my Shaun T.
What you mean, hip hop
Girl, you know who
abs?
Shaun T hip hop.
Are you serious? Well, I'm not
Yes,
surprised.
and
He's in California,
his
right?
kids. Yep, and his partner.
Is he Cali? I thought he was Arizona. No.
Oh, I don't know. You would know
thought
more,
it was
Candace, than
Arizona.
we
Yeah,
would,
I
because
think it's Arizona.
you guys know him.
Yeah. Well, my family
Who know
knows
him?
him.
My family.
I
Yeah,
was about to say,
he grew
So
up right here.
I just
right
saw
down
a
the street.
video of him telling people, you know, he just felt like he wanted to come out and be honest and
Why?
and-
Why?
Why? For
well,
what?
because I
You
think
know, I guess I'm just trying to figure out like that with a lot of these celebrities who when it initially happens, they're not talking about it, but then once I guess they've come out of that stage, they're talking about it. So I'm
well, he
just
still
wondering,
has
like,
it.
where
He
do-
just tested positive.
Oh, so what is
So
their
it's
from the
like,
beginning.
angle?
I think people try to keep it quiet because the stigma that comes with it. They don't want people
Okay.
to put them in a box or feel like, oh, I'm going to contaminate you or you're going to get it from me type of thing.
Right.
Oh, you know, and people are very, how can I say it? Judgmental.
Judgmental.
I
Say
think that I also think that I have something in my teeth. Yeah, I do.
Oh, it's all right.
I
I have.
also feel
You know what's so
that-
funny? I was eating right before we got on air, and guess what I have?
Toothpick.
Oh, I'm not mad. I can't seem to get that thing out my teeth.
I was like,
But-
let me run and get a toothpick.
But
I
yeah,
couldn't go get my floss.
I think people are judgmental. They're scared. They don't want people to be fearful of being around them.
Yeah.
All of that.
Yeah.
All of, you know, maybe embarrassment can come with it as well too, because people are being judgmental, making it seem as if they did something wrong.
Yeah.
And some people just don't want people to know.
Yeah.
None of
Yeah.
their business,
I mean,
unless
I know
you've been
that a lot of
exposed
times
to them.
when celebrities share things, they're like their private life. It's usually because they know that they have a platform and that they, you know, can reach a lot of people to be able to express certain things. So I was just wondering, like,
Right.
what was his particular angle or what was his thoughts in sharing it, and was it, you know, to send some sort of message about it, or was it just to be transparent? So
I think he
yeah,
said
I'm
he
just
just wanted to be
curious.
transparent and like
Okay.
And the
and
message.
really just, you know, sometimes we with everything that's going on, there's some people that really feel still that it's not real.
Right. And I
Yeah.
think when you see celebrities and other people getting it, it makes it real. It makes it to the point
Oh
that,
yeah.
look, you need to still wear your mask, do what you got to do, and it brings it home. I think it does.
Yes. Yeah. I agree. I agree,
agree with
totally.
Mm-hmm. I'm here.
So how was everybody's Christmas and New Year's?
You know,
It was
Did
great.
anybody do anything for New Year's?
you know what?
Yeah, danced in my living room.
Yeah, you
and
know
I was on
what?
Zoom calls, meeting in with friends and family.
I actually worked.
Mm.
I worked the broadcast, and so
Okay.
and Terrence was acting like a nut.
What was he doing?
He
What was
was
he doing?
he was running around the house, woo, woo, and the horns, the whatever those blow things, they sounded horrible. It was like it sounded like it.
Did it sound
needed
like he
some
was
help.
calling the duck? He was calling duck.
It was
duck
it was horrible.
You ever heard
it was
like
just
that duck
horrible.
calling whistle?
It was
It's like a
horrible.
really crazy noise.
Oh my goodness. It was just.
Oh,
I'm now able to get all the posts up. I see everybody. I just
So
wanted to.
were you thoroughly entertained, or were you
I'm sure
mortified?
he was entertained.
Oh, I was
Of
entertained.
course
He
he was
had
entertained. Yes.
he had me cracking up. I mean, he was just
Okay.
like, I mean, sweating. He had the music on, and he was running around the house skipping. You know, you ever seen somebody skip? Have you seen somebody skip in a long
Yeah.
time? Skipping, 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 skipping.
Oh
Skip
man,
often.
Terrence, it's crazy. Well, look, he was excited. He was excited about the new year.
He was excited
forget
about the
something.
New Year's.
Yeah. So, what is everyone's New Year's resolutions? Let's see what's going on Facebook. Did anyone put up what their New Year's resolutions are? Is that a
Yeah.
thing? Are people still doing the New
I
Year's
don't know.
resolutions?
Did you do last year? I did a board. Did you guys do a board?
No.
I didn't do a board this year because some of the stuff on my board has not been accomplished yet, so I just left it alone. But I did do a list of things of what do I want.
Right.
I think
Yeah.
that's very important. What do I want? And I do believe that brings that into fruition. It's the first
Yes.
step. Writing it down on paper, and it actually makes you
Yes.
realize, like, hey, what do I want? And it has you thinking about it, right? And the universe,
Yeah.
I believe the universe brings it into fruition as long as you start doing something towards it. It's
Right.
like you do
Right.
2 steps forward, they do 4 steps towards you, type of thing, right? So
I
that's
guess
what
I always feel like what is, I get what it is about the new year, but what is it that why people feel like you have to do that within the year? Like, why does it have to take place? Like, why do we put ourselves in that particular
Kind of pressure.
time frame? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then what are you living for? Right? Just think about it. If you don't have goals, then what are you doing? You're just going through your day.
No, I mean,
Not
like,
thinking
just
about
having goals, but like I wonder why it is that we put ourselves under the pressure to make sure or want to like accomplish that within the year. You
Right.
know,
I don't
some
think
things
bad
just
thing.
some things just don't happen when you think they're going to happen. You know, you gotta sometimes give yourself a little
True.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I say still push forward towards that goal, but if it doesn't happen,
Yeah.
it just wasn't meant to happen at the time.
And I think sometimes
Yep.
people work well with goal setting. Some people
Yeah.
like to torture themselves.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And some people, they like to put a bunch of things that they're going to do and then don't put any action behind it. They just
Oh,
like to
that's
see it
different.
up there. But there's some
That's
power in writing things down because,
A lot of power.
yeah,
A lot of power.
there's power in it.
So do either of you ever use SMART goals? You ever heard of SMART goals?
What's that?
No.
No. What is that?
SMART goals. So it's an acronym, SMART goals that people use. So S stands for specific.
Okay.
M is measurable.
Mm-hmm.
A is attainable.
Mm-hmm.
R is realistic. And T is timely.
Oh.
SMART
okay,
goals. They say that's when you're
SMART
setting goals.
goals.
That you should use SMART goals.
Smart goals.
That's
Yes.
That's
Okay.
good. And did you guys see the movie?
So is it
Soul?
specific to you? Is it specific to what you need to do? Because sometimes we say things generally, but it's hard to get a goal, and it's generally speaking.
Yes.
You know.
It brings up a goal. I mean, I should say the movie Soul. It has a lot to do with the guy basically going through life not living.
Right.
Mhm.
The
And I
musician.
Yes, and
Yes.
that's
Yes.
actually a really. I love that movie. I love Disney movies.
Oh, I love Disney movies.
We
I
watched
love
it.
Disney.
I slept. I fell asleep. Now this is.
Of course, Jackie fell asleep.
They like to watch movies at night. At night,
Uh-huh.
when I watch a movie, I fall asleep. So if you
Yeah.
want me to have my attention, you have to watch a movie in the day. 'Cause
It
I'm-
depends. For me, it depends. If
Well,
it's good,
every time, unless I took a nap
Jackie
or something,
falls asleep.
I fall asleep on every movie. I have to go back and
Oh,
watch
I
it.
know. I've experienced it. You look over and Jackie is snoring, and they go tell me, "You left me down here." Why would we
I
I
fall
said,
asleep
"Girl."
on every show. So
was
I saw
knocked out.
parts of it, and it was touching because I fell asleep through the middle of it, and then I woke up and I was like, "Oh, what's happening?" And they're
Yeah.
they're not gonna tell me, but I kind of got the gist. It was really
Yeah,
good
yeah.
from what I saw.
one movie, should I say one series that I binged in one day was Bridgerton or something like that. It's called. It was on
Bridgerton.
Netflix.
I haven't watched it
Bridgerton.
yet.
Bridgerton. Girl,
Bridgerton.
my coworker Ruby. Hi Ruby, I hope you're on. But my coworker Ruby was the one who really told me about it, and I had to. I
Okay.
binged watch. I did not go to sleep until like after 1 o'clock in the
You
morning,
too?
and I love.
Oh man,
loved
I binge watched it.
Love.
Yeah,
I loved
so
it.
it's a Shonda Rhimes executive produced.
I love
movie
Shonda. I love me
that,
some Shonda.
She did it for Netflix, right? Was it a Netflix?
Yep.
Wasn't it a Netflix
Mhm.
original?
Yep.
And it was really cute. It was set in the 18th century in England,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yes.
it's all around this family. They were the Bridgertons,
The
and it was
Bridgerton.
8 of them. And it kind of like touches on each of them. There's a couple of males, a couple of females, but the specific one female in the family, it kind of focuses on her. But you have to watch it. It's really good. I love the idea.
Yeah.
It was like a coming out of age. At a certain age, girls get to, they start to throw these big balls and get-togethers where they get to go and meet gentlemen. And
so they can get
they
married.
dance, and so they could get married, because that's
Yes.
the thing.
And-
then, like,
I don't know if anybody else feels the same way, but the costumes was
Oh.
the bomb. Their makeup, the bomb.
yes,
I was
yes,
like, who is the person who had them dress? I was in love with all the colors.
in awe,
Everything.
in awe.
I was in awe. It was beautiful.
They did a
I
great
didn't
job.
see it.
It was
I'm gonna
very,
definitely
it
watch
was
it.
very focused that time period. I think that they were spot on
Yes.
with that time
Spot
period.
on.
And what I loved was that they incorporated, some African Americans, and how they did that was that the king of England married an African American woman.
African American
So
woman.
that kind of, they said, opened up the one character. I love her. Her real name in real life, Ruby. What's her last name? Oh, she's like such
I don't
a great
know, but
actress. But she talked
excellent.
about that, like, yeah, that opened up for them to be able to, have royalty or be accepted as, I can't remember what she referred to them in terms of color, but she was just like, this is why we were afforded that opportunity, because the king married a black woman and the queen, and
Exactly.
she was something else, man. She was something. She was so funny.
Loved her.
And he was kind
I
of
love
like out of it and sick. Like, his character was portrayed as being sick and not really in the forefront. So she was the one making the decisions. She's the one who was kind of running the show. So I thought that was pretty cool to see, like,
So-
I think he
That
might have
kind of
his
had.
sister.
Could be wrong, but I think he might have had Alzheimer's.
Yes. Yeah, I think that's what they were insinuating, that he, had something.
Tamiko says she was always so messy. Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
she was a girl's messy boots,
Yes.
but you
Yes.
had to love it. And then Trey said, I binge watched, no you didn't, Game of Thrones.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
That is like my
Yes,
absolute
she did.
favorite. Everyone knows I'm a big gamer. I'm a big Game
I
of
haven't
Thrones
even
person,
watched
and-
past the first season, episode 7.
Oh, you're
I haven't.
crazy.
I'm gonna binge
I
watch it.
specifically went and bought a TV just for that, for the final
Not mad
season.
at you. I'm not
Yeah.
mad at you, but I will watch it. I'm waiting for a snowstorm. I'm waiting for a blizzard, so we can be stuck in the house for a couple of days.
Well, I'm not waiting.
And
Look, no blizzard. We've
come
been
on,
stuck in
Dad.
the house enough.
Jackie, you don't go
No.
anywhere anyway.
You don't go
You
anywhere. anyway.
shackled. You ain't going anywhere. You shackled.
Listen, I'm home. But listen, speaking
shackled to the house.
about being home, I wanted to talk to get into the topic today about relationships in a pandemic. Guys,
In a
I need everybody to
pandemic.
hit that share button. I know, because we're on once a month, we have to get everybody used to coming back here at the first Monday of every month. So we want to
Yes.
make this an event. So we want to make
Yes.
this a conversation.
Party.
It's a party. It's a party. It's a Monday night. You know how people have the Monday night
night.
football? This is the Monday night talk. So we got,
Yes.
guys, please just share on. If you haven't hit that share button on on Facebook, it's right there on the left side of the page. We are going to get
Sharing
into the
is-
conversation.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is
Sharing
caring.
is
And
caring.
tag some names of some friends that you wouldn't mind coming on and watching just to have a conversation. You guys are an important part of this show. It's not a say word unless you say word.
Say word.
So I need everybody right now to type in say word.
Yes.
2021. No. Is that right? Yeah.
Yes,
2020.
that's
Yeah.
right.
I said that real confident, like, and then I was like, wait, is that the right year?
You got it, girl.
Yes,
You
Jackie,
got
it's
it.
2021.
Say word. Type
Tamiko
it.
said she
Thank you,
shared.
Tamiko. Shared. Type in say word 2021. Let's go. That's right, Tamiko. Yes. Yes. Type it in.
Yes.
2021.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Type that in. Yes. I'm like, what year is it? All right. So, love it, love it, love it. Yes. Type that in. Type that in.
Say word
Say word.
2021.
Say word. Say word. 2021. Let's go. This is the first broadcast of the new year. Let's go.
Yes.
Let's
Yes.
go. All right. So let's talk about relationships during this pandemic. And
Ooh.
we're gonna go, kind of through some. Thank you, Rena. Yes, yes. Thank you, Phyllis, for sharing. Yes, yes, yes. Say word. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So
Yes.
let's talk about some, because okay. So here's the thing, family. We know that there are a lot of topics that we want to keep you abreast on, and a lot of things happening in the world, but we realize that the world has gotten smaller, right, since we all been in this pandemic. So we'll talk about what's happening in the news and all that other stuff, but really what's happening in our own lives is
Yeah.
just, if not more important than what's happening. What it is that these kind of things will show you that people are going through things. It doesn't matter if you're rich, it doesn't matter if you're famous. um, and
Yeah.
so, one interesting, let's talk about the relationships of man and woman relationships, or romantic relationships, I would say.
Yeah.
And our
A very
Mars,
interesting is that Neo and his wife got back together. They were on the verge of divorce. And so they were
Yeah.
on Tamron Hall talking about, and a couple of places, talking about how they got their stuff together, and they realized that, there were two people that were broken that needed some healing. And
Yes,
most of
of
the time, we
course.
don't get the healing that we need, so we just break off our relationships.
Yes. Right.
And so
that
I thought that was pretty interesting.
um
Hmm.
I think
And then,
is correct. Hey, Candace.
no, go ahead, honey.
No, you had something to say. You said I think. Go ahead.
And I was saying, I was thinking about, as you say that, the juxtaposition to that is Tyrese and his wife just announced that they're divorcing. So
Yeah.
it's just, it just seems like a lot of people are going through things one way or the other.
Yeah.
It's a lot a lot of things that are happening. It's either bringing people closer or it's bringing, kind of pushing them apart.
Right.
Yeah.
But people are
So
also getting
just,
engaged during
Right.
this time.
yeah.
Like, and I love it. That's what's her name from Power,
Notori
right?
Yes.
from Power.
Engaged. Yes.
Some relationships
Aw.
have. Matt Barnes is back together with his.
back
Also
together.
another back together. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah.
We have some relationship things that
Rumors.
that might be possibilities.
Some
These-
rumors.
some rumors.
Hmm.
Yes.
And so you would find, and that's and Lori Harvey is a whole nother subject for for another topic. The fact that she's been linked to so many people, we don't know for sure what the situation is. People could just link her. It doesn't have to be
It
facts.
could be an entanglement.
It could be an
Oh,
entanglement.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe
but
it's an entanglement.
but you find that relationships have
She's had
been
entanglements.
yeah. Well, relationships have been under fire in this pandemic, and I think that
And
a
why
lot
do you
of
think that is?
hmm.
I have some reasons why I think that is.
So tell
Yeah.
talk to us.
I feel that maybe being exposed to your mate more than you normally have been exposed can be causing issues. Maybe the fact that somebody lost their job and it's a burden on one person, and maybe that was what broke the camel's back because stuff wasn't going well.
Hmm.
Maybe they shouldn't have gotten together in the first place, and they're really seeing it at this point in time. Um, any other ideas, ladies? I mean,
No,
what do
I
you
think
guys think?
that says a lot. That some of the relationships, um, they already had issues, and
Correct.
certain things, certain uh, I was going to say platform, but certain situations will cause you to have it exposed. And a situation like a pandemic where you're in the house,
Right.
you don't have those extracurricular activities that you would normally go do that would kind of get you away from your relationship to take a break. You're faced
Right.
with the person. You're faced to
Yeah.
deal with the person. And on
And
top
the
of
issue
that, you're faced to deal with yourself,
that
Hmm.
too.
right? And
That,
so
Hmm.
and then I wonder, um, how people, if they even realize the correlation between the isolation or the seclusion from not even having the relationships with other people. So when you're
Yeah.
in relationship with with your mate, you will have friends to kind of um,
Yeah.
you know, run things by. And maybe if you're not going out and doing these things, you're just really entangled with this relationship and you're having to
right.
deal with it, you know?
Right.
Yes, and like Tamiko said, the mystery was gone. Yep, and I think that's for a lot of people. Because they're able to keep that kind of going, because of the just naturally how life works and how you move.
Yeah.
I know for me with my husband, like he because of the line of business he does, it never stopped. Like work for him continued
Right.
to be the same, and for me it completely changed. I started staying home, working from home. So, um, it was definitely adjustment for me, but that in itself was kind of like, I mean, two people going through it, I think, yeah, it could be rough, but then at the same time, you guys could both maybe empathize with each other.
Yes.
Whereas with us, it's like he just couldn't relate. He still can't, he
You
can't
still
really
can't
relate to
relate.
that
Yeah.
because things, yeah, he just kept on going.
Well,
Yeah,
I had a
so,
over.
Communication has a lot to do with it too.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
yeah,
if communication wasn't good before, with you being in each
yeah.
other's faces even more, it's not going to look too good.
Right.
So that's
No.
the thing that I'm about as well too. So, but sorry, Jackie, go ahead. I cut
No,
you
no.
off. Go ahead
I
and
was
say.
gonna say for me, I like after the holidays, I was so exhausted, and like when I was preparing for New Year's Eve, I was trying to create an environment for the family to enjoy themselves. But I find myself saying that I'm not gonna cook. I'm not gonna cook, but I'm preparing. I'm cleaning. I'm this, and then I have
Yes.
production that night. And so Terrence comes in from
Yes.
work. Now he's been out the house for the whole pandemic. I'm in here with the kids. I'm in. We in this. I
Yes.
and
Right.
every day
Me
I'm
too.
working. I worked a contract
Me
job that I
too.
stopped. But the whole time I was working Amplify
Yes.
and working, trying to create, trying to get these kids' emotions intact. And
Right.
Yes.
we came home filming and he was happy and I was working and I was tired and he's filming like, hey, and I'm looking crazy. I'm like, why are you going live right now? Like I'm in the
I,
thick of cleaning up the
I,
kitchen, trying to get things together. And I'm like, why are you going live right now? And he's like, hey, 2021 is coming, y'all. What's your goals? What's your this? And I'm like, do you think that you could have came in and helped me and then going live
Yes.
after I took a shower? But you,
Yes.
and so I, so Cynthia, which is one of the viewers, she said, you had me cracking up. Alita was like, Jackie ain't having it. I was so real. Like, dude, why are you going live? I'm in the thick of cleaning. And I said to him, you know what? I'm always on.
that's
Mm.
I'm
why you
always
That's interesting.
on.
that
Mm.
makes sense. Makes sense.
And
And
so,
shout out to Claudia. Hey, Claudia, she is on with me
hi,
on YouTube.
Claudia.
Hey, boo.
Hi, Mrs.
Yeah.
Claudia.
Oh, yeah.
Anna, how you
Yeah.
doing, my love? Anna's
Hi,
on.
Anna.
Sending love
Hi,
to you, Anna.
Anna.
Hugs and kisses,
Yes.
Anna.
Hands, hugs, and kisses. But
We love
but
you.
you're forced to see what is, like to really look at some things. And like you said, I'm in the house, but I'm always on. My work is in studio. My studio's in here. We're always on. And so, you're kind of forced to look at stuff. And Anna says taking a break. And
Yeah.
we love you too, Anna. We love you. We love you. We love you.
Yes.
And so, I wanted to talk about this subject about relationships, but your romantic relationships are not the only relationships that we have to talk about, and that it's not the
Right.
only relationships that has been put on the microscope has been put on it in your life, and it's your
Yeah.
friendships, and so
But before you say that, I guess amplify, that would be T-Sams, right?
Or somebody.
Relationships were forced to communicate and deal with their problems. They couldn't hide the problems with money anymore. Ooh, that's a big one.
That's a good one. Now,
That's a good one. That's a good point.
yes,
Because money, people take that money thing and they use it, to their
Yes.
advantage to say, hey, this is what it is. But at a certain point, things were shut down.
yeah,
What would the most prized possession at a point was toilet tissue.
toilet tissue
Toilet tissue,
and
I think it's
Lysol.
wipes, and Lysol. Which
That still is.
2 of the 3, even though 3 of the 3, it kind of deals with germs and other things, So it's just interesting to me that,
Right.
that was like the prize thing. Like, your man coming with that. Listen.
Right.
What? You got 2
You got
ply?
toilet tissue.
3 ply?
She said 3-ply. You a hot man. Another thing that just came is that I think people may have realized certain things they wanted changed,
Yeah.
and they no longer were on the same page. I think that's another thing too.
Yeah.
But how have you guys been keeping in contact with your friends? How are you keeping your friendships
Yes.
alive? I have done a lot of Zooms, and I've done a lot of FaceTime calls. I've sent care packages. I've sent cards. That's how I
that's
kept it
that's
alive.
Jamel.
Oh, Jamel wrote that. Wow.
Oh, Jamel.
That's a good
Jamel. Jamel
That money
is
thing.
on
I
Amplify.
don't know, T-Sams or Jamel.
That was Jamel. Yes.
Gotcha.
Thank you, Jamel.
Yes, good point. Very good point.
But
But
so how else have you
yeah,
guys
so you
been
said
keeping-
you kept it. You can. Well, I know I haven't necessarily. Like, I'm trying to think. I think more so in the very beginning, like I was reaching out to everybody and checking in, especially like my New York people, man. I'm like, oh, you guys, what's happening over there in NYC? That was scary. But it was, for me, I guess it was mostly like family.
Right.
But I don't know. I guess sometimes I tend to do that thing where, you thinking about people. Like, I was just constantly thinking about everyone, not realizing that doesn't translate it to them. Like, they're not psychic, and they
Right.
don't get the waves. Like, the waves aren't emulating out into the universe for them to know that. So,
Right.
I definitely got to get better with that. But I really did. I thought a lot about my friends and, everybody and everywhere, wondering how they were holding up. But, I don't feel like I really got to talk to everyone like that, surprisingly.
Well,
How about you, Jack?
So here's the thing. The friendships I have tried to communicate the best that I could. So I've had I'll call people on WhatsApp. I'll just randomly call.
WhatsApp.
You are the WhatsApp. Yes, you are the WhatsApp queen.
I am. So because I can add people randomly. So we can be talking and I'll just add somebody and then somebody pops on the screen. And so it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But I will say, so I watched, of course, these ladies here, and they are some famous friends. And I watched how they did their, their quarantining. They went and got tested. I think Kardashian Kim, she made everybody get tested for her birthday, her 40th or whatever, and they all went away, which I thought was really nice. But I also feel like, there was another set of friends, and I'm not going to name any names, but I watched them during the pandemic do TikToks, do dinners.
Love it.
There's some local friends that I know, and they are a group of friends that have known each other for a very long time. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to call all my friends and tell them I quit them.
Well, I didn't get that phone call. Thank
No,
you, Jesus.
Nikki, because you're very good at keeping in contact with me. But everybody else, you know what? Let me tell you, Say Word has saved us. Candace, because Nikki, it has saved us because we get to, in our meetings, our pre-production meetings, we get to talk. But I said, you know what? I'm going to call everybody and tell them I quit you. Okay?
I quit.
I quit you. And so.
And what was their response?
Well, so I did a WhatsApp call with Sean and Christine and my niece Nadia. She was on, and because I was gonna call up everybody, people weren't answering. I was just gonna call everybody and inform them that I'm quitting them, and so so I had evidence. I showed them the TikTok videos of these young ladies. I went into the archives about how they went and they did this, and I was like, why aren't we doing these things? And really, distance in nowadays, because of technology, should not matter. But let's take. I want to take a look at, and I want us to really delve into the conversation about this whole thing. So I want you guys to watch something.
If only all friendships could play out like the ones in sitcoms. The main characters usually live next door to each other, spend copious amounts of time together, drink vats of coffee while having long, intimate conversations, and solve all of their problems in a cool 22 minutes. But we don't live in a sitcom world. Maintaining friendships, especially during life-changing events like graduating high school and moving away to college, isn't easy. It isn't uncommon to grow apart from your friends at this age, and as you get older, it becomes harder to make new friends as often. Today on Wellcast, we're going to help you deal with the important relationships in your life, and we've got a 4-step method to help you maintain the old friendships that you have. Sociologists generally agree that there are 3 conditions that are necessary for making good friends: how close you are geographically, how often you hang out, and how comfortable you are confiding in each other. In fact, studies show that people who actually hang out face-to-face are more likely to remain friends than those who simply talk on the phone. That said, those who talk on the phone to each other regularly are more likely to remain friends than those who only email. That's why many of your best friends are made in high school or college. You see these people every day and probably have a lot in common with them. But what happens when your friendships are no longer based around proximity or convenience? Let's say your best friend and you leave for different colleges. You no longer share any classes with her, you don't see her as often, and when you do, it's a little awkward. She has a bunch of new stories about new friends and places that you don't quite fit into, but we've got you covered. It's time for our Wellcast Guide to Maintaining Friendships. We've got 4 suggestions for how to foster your friendships even in difficult situations.
Well, let's talk about this.
Yeah.
Do people still email? I'm just saying.
Do people still email?
I mean, email your friend?
I have not emailed a friend in a long time.
Yeah, I just email.
Nah,
Okay, but
I think
I
with
got the
social
point.
media and a way to be able to get to people nowadays, even if they're not even in the same country, it's just so much easier to do it that way than. I guess I would say that's the new form of email. Like you message someone, or you do Messenger, or chat.
Or,
You text message through WhatsApp.
Trey Boogie says, I've done drive-bys to people in front of their house, played music from my car, and danced in the rain to show how much I miss them. Now that is so thoughtful.
Believe it. I believe it. That's
Yes.
my sister. I believe it.
That
Wow.
is thoughtful.
That's my sister.
Wow, that is so sweet. Yeah, that was like a big thing this year, like the drive-bys.
You ain't do
Everyone
that
was
for
doing
me
it for
though.
graduations and
You ain't
birthdays.
do that for me.
Girl,
Well,
I think I went to maybe 2 drive-bys right here in Jersey.
we did some drive-bys, and I think that it was for like, but it wasn't. You know what? Come to think of it, I really haven't seen much of my friends. Nikki, I saw you. You came by. Um,
That
I
was a
went by
drive by, but I didn't.
Sean's. I have not seen friends other than online.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and I think that I was listening to Rolanda, and she was saying that she was reading an article, and the friendships that have suffered are friendships that have suffered from before the pandemic, like somebody
Oh,
like you
wow, that's
mentioned.
interesting.
Makes sense. I mean, if it wasn't on the rocks before, it's definitely gonna be on the rocks now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes it brings it to light. Then on top of that, let's talk about the men and their friendships.
Men are
So
different.
men really, I
Men
don't
are
know if
so
they even
different.
consider, you know, they're just going on with life. Is it, I wonder, and maybe some of the men can speak on this, if it has mattered, has the pandemic changed your friendships and your outlook and how you view it? We were watching some men talk about it, and they really, some of them are saying that it really hasn't changed their everyday because they're just thinking about the next steps.
Yeah, and a lot. I
Yeah.
think one guy said something about not really even prioritizing. Like, for them, it was like it's not something that they prioritize even prior to the pandemic or the
Right.
situation. So it's not something that they. And when they say prioritize, meaning like I guess women, we really, we are very adamant about not just prioritizing it, but letting it be known,
Right.
making a effort to state that,
Right.
whereas men feel like, they don't have to do that. Like they know how they feel, and they're just bros. It's just the bro code thing.
It's just the bro
they could
code.
just do
I was about to
whatever.
say,
Yeah.
but don't think it. Men talk just as much as women.
Right.
Don't
Listen,
get
Oh,
it twisted.
yes, they
they
do.
They
do.
talk. They probably talk more
Yes,
than us.
They do.
I think they do. I think they do.
I think so too.
Yes.
I think they do
I
too.
mean,
And I do
know
know.
I got a chatty. I got a chatty boom boom over here. I know
I got a chatty one too. He thinks he's not. He thinks that I'm more chatty than he is, but
Oh,
he's
yes.
chatty.
I got a chatty boom
And I know
boom.
my baby. He speaks to his best friend. I think every day too. So it's like, yeah, they do it, but I don't think it is thought of as the way we do. I guess if you want to say it that
I
way,
know.
I
I
think
wonder
they just
why.
and if they don't, I don't know if they take it as personal as women would take it as personal.
Mm-mm.
Men
I
out
don't
there,
think they
please let
do.
us know. I mean, are we making the wrong assumptions? What is it? I mean, I don't know. I don't know
I
what
don't
it
think
is. I
they
mean,
do.
men can go along. I can only imagine what
Anna
was said.
said, "Oh please, Ray's nickname is Blubbering Blanche." Like I am telling you, Anna, these men, they
They could talk. I always, like, if I'm telling Terrence something, I said, this is between you and I. And he's like, who am I going to tell? I'm like, you talk. You talk.
I think so. Just like men and women, I think certain friendships you don't have to speak all the time, and you just pick up from where you left off, right? And
Mhm.
but I think with men, it's more. How can I say easy? They don't have to deal with drama like women.
But you know what, Nikki? Like they are very dramatic when it comes to like sports. Like they will go in and they be talking about them people as though
They know them.
some of them
Yeah.
they do know them, but
Yeah.
but I'm talking about generally speaking.
Yes.
And so I think women do the same. We just like maybe more so like reality TV. People
Yeah.
that we may talk about, or some type
I-
of celebrity, singer, entertainer. But Man, they don't get them started. You
Right.
start talking about some kind of figure in sports, and
Well, Terrence is a part. My neighbors are very close. The men, they get together
Yeah.
every weekend. They're always talking. They're on a chat. They're on a text group, and they text memes and all kinds of jokes all the time. And the women, we
exactly.
have a text group, but it's a group me text group, and we only text really just to inform or to share some information.
Yeah.
They are like in relationship.
Yeah. So Josh said women talk more than men. We don't trip. We just pick up where we left off. Yeah, because you left off 2 seconds ago, so it ain't hard to leave off where you left off. Because you left 2 minutes ago, literally.
2 minutes ago.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes,
I love
I know. Like I know Frank, he has his brother, and they're only like 18 months apart, and they have the same career, and they talk 10 times a day. So I always say that to him. I said, you talk to your brother more than you talk to me. I says, so when I can't find him or I don't know what's going on, I know who I can call.
You
I'm
call
sure he can give me the rundown. Yes, I call his brother.
Yep, call his brother.
Listen,
Yeah.
so Jamella's laughing. I keep on seeing Amplified pop up. He's laughing. But listen,
What you
family, look, we are coming to the end of the show, and we really want some takeaways. Because everything we talk about, we wanted to make sure that we just don't have this as a gossip news program, once a month. We really want to get down to the nitty gritty. We want this to be interactive. Even for February, we're going to do a very interactive show on love. And so we might even ask you to come on.
Yeah.
If you're single, we might even hook you up.
Yes,
Oh.
be our guest. Be our guest.
So I want y'all to share this with everyone. If you are single male, single woman, and you are in a pandemic and you've been, dating quietly. It's so interesting.
Dating quietly. I like that.
Or in your mind. We might want to have a conversation about love.
Has people been? Yeah, I want to know. Have people?
We want to know. We want to know how people
during the
have
COVID
how
time.
do you connect with people in this pandemic?
Right.
And
Are
so-
you meeting with masks on
Yeah.
because you can't see the whole face?
Right. And so we want this to be an interactive show. If you want to be on the next show, just to give your viewpoint, inbox us, text us, send us a DM, and let us know what you want to do. We want this to be a very interactive show. We want to make sure that everybody's back here on the first Monday of every month, because Say Word will be here. Thank you so much, family, for
Yes,
joining
thank you,
us tonight.
guys.
Thank you. Happy
And we
New
want
Year.
you to really pay attention to your strong friends,
Yes.
because they're going through it too.
because they're going through it too. Relationships have it's even gotten stronger, or it's been suffering. And so
Yeah,
I
they're going-
pray that all of you guys have great relationships that can sustain you through this time. We need, in order for us to get through this, because we're going to be in this pandemic for a while, we're going to need to lean on our friendships.
Yeah.
Yep. You need.
Yes.
And so
Yeah,
we love all of
absolutely.
you guys.
Yes.
I agree.
Do you guys have any closing remarks before we go?
It takes a village.
It takes
Takes
a
a
village. I like that. It takes a village.
Does.
Yeah, I
It takes
think
a village.
I think a lot of people need a lot more support than they let on. And like I said, for me, I'm always thinking about everyone, but you got to make sure you let people know. So yeah, when someone comes to mind, just shoot them a little message and say, hey, So that's my takeaway. My takeaway is to, when I think about you, reach out.
Reach out.
Say a little
out
something,
and touch
even if it's for like 2 seconds.
Just reach
Yeah.
out.
Make this
Reach out.
Look, let's hold hands, guys.
Let me hug.
Let's give a hug. Let's
Oh.
give a hug.
Oh, come in. Oh, lean on me. Lean on me.
I love y'all.
I'm hugging my friends.
Love
I
y'all.
love y'all.
Love you guys.
Good support.
Love is light, Anna says. Trey Boogie says, love you.
Yes.
Love you too.
Yes. Fresh cooked bread.
Fresh cooked bread.
Mirror.
Yes.
Have a good day, guys. Be back next
y'all.
month.
Bye, everybody.